Hey guys, we're back.
We're back. We're back.
Wrong drop. I, meant, I literally put the wrong drop. I meant to put this. No, that's the wrong drop.
Anyway, we back in this bitch. Welcome back to another episode of CJ Unmuted. I'm your host, Chris.
I'm your host, Gene, and
We are back to your brand new episode to talk about that anime, music, life, and everything in between.
even though lately we've been, digging into the life part a lot.
I don't know, this guy keeps talking about life for some
hey,
reason.
hey.
He wants to talk about existential dread. Wants to talk about, oh my god, what about regrets of the past? What about life? What is life?
Why are you coming for me right now?
I'm just saying this is what you do.
Isn't that a good thing?
I didn't say it was a bad thing.
People can relate to it.
I didn't say it was a bad thing.
People can talk to us, People can listen and be like, I felt that,
Also, people can just call in when they want.
Soon. That's going to be set up soon because we have the equipment for it now. So,
yeah. We're back.
and we're going to start off like we usually do.
Like we usually do. I got you. You want to do it this week? How was your weekend, Gene? How was your weekend?
My weekend, you want me to lie or want me to tell the truth?
Do whatever you feel, brother.
No, my weekend was chill. I didn't do much this weekend. I chilled. I cleaned up my space. I got around to some laundry.
That's always nice.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And I played a lot of video games. Caught up on some shows. Yeah, that was it. We didn't really have a wave this weekend. I was trying to set up a wave with you. I was trying to trying to go to the city. I was trying to be outside with you, but you were like, "Oh nah."
I heard about that. Yeah,
nah.
I heard.
And then you flaked on me on Sunday.
Sunday.
Yes, you did.
What you mean?
What you mean? What do I mean? You know exactly what I mean. He was like, "Oh, this is our Chris, right?" Call him on Saturday. I'm like, "Yo, Chris, we should do something this Saturday. We should go out to the city." He's like, "Nah, I mean, not today. We're gonna go out tomorrow. Like, I'm gonna call you tomorrow. We're gonna do something tomorrow." I'm like, "I bet. I'll see you tomorrow." Sunday comes. Call this nigga. He's like, "Man, it's not looking like we're going outside today. Like, we're just gonna wait maybe the weekend after next or next weekend or something like that. Some bullshit like that you served me." But yeah, what happened with that, Chris? What happened with that? Please tell our audience why you flaked on me twice this weekend.
So I don't like these accusations. I made it pretty clear to him that there was a high chance of me not being down to go out. I was in a precarious situation, emotionally
Lies.
and mentally.
Lies.
That I wasn't in there.
That's the point though. When you're down, you gotta go have fun to let all those emotions out and feel better. You don't just stay inside and just dwell on your thoughts, right?
Yeah.
That's what you will tell me if I was going through something similar. So
exactly what I would tell you.
So why did you flake on me?
It's not what I was doing.
What was you doing?
Huh?
I love confronting him on this podcast about stuff like this. I don't talk about it throughout the week. I just wait. Till we record.
I'm plotting. This nigga's plotting every week. I'm just chilling, all right? I was chilling this weekend. I caught up on Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. I want to watch that show.
It was pretty good. Yeah, I just did not feel like going out that weekend. All right. What do you want from me? You want me to go outside and pretend to be happy?
That's what you're supposed to do. What do you mean?
No.
I do that every day. Every fucking day that I step out my house, that's what I do. That's what we all do. Right, guys? So
sometimes I don't want to feel like it.
You could have put up in front just, to vibe with me. But it's okay. It's cool.
Maybe we'll do that this weekend. Isn't that under the plan? Are you gonna flake this weekend as a retaliation?
Why would I do that? I'm not you, first of all. Second of all, I'm excited for this weekend. We might have a little, vlog for you guys. I don't think I'm gonna vlog it, but maybe. I haven't decided yet. What do you think? You think we should, just check out the socials this weekend. We might be outside a little
pod
bit.
outing again.
Pod outing.
Follow us on Instagram.
Yep, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, all that. But yeah, this again, weekend was pretty chill. You said Mr. and Mrs. Smith. How was that?
It was pretty good. I liked it. It's not like the original, which I had to rewatch because I haven't seen that original in a while. But I like the way they went with this one.
Like, how is it different from the original?
It's a bit more. I guess their dynamic as a couple is completely different.
Okay. Like, are they more romantic towards each other, or
No.
are they less?
Not at all.
It's like a complete flip on it.
It's like two people who never like be together, grow together.
Oh wow. Okay, I mean that sounds interesting. I mean, I watched the original not too long ago. Somebody made me watch it because I had never seen it in my life, and it's their favorite movie. That's what they told me or
It was
whatever.
like 3 hours long.
It was long, but it was pretty decent.
It was good. It was a good one. I don't remember it that much, but
So when they made me watch it, I was like, all right, I'm gonna watch this, and then later down the line, I'm gonna check out the series on Prime Video or whatever. So
I want to say I hope they get another season.
wait, the ending left it open ended, like potentially for a second season.
Yes and no.
Okay, don't say no more. I'll check it out for myself. But what did I see this weekend? What other shows did I see this weekend? I don't know. I was pretty much just catching up on older shows again. I was watching The Simpsons. I used to be a huge Simpsons fan growing up. Like, I loved that show. Even though it sucks now, I was more of like a Simpsons over Family Guy type of kid.
See, I'm the complete opposite.
I know, I can tell.
'Cause I was like, The Simpsons was cool when it came on, but I wasn't like, all right.
That was my show, man. I don't know why. Maybe it's because like when I didn't speak English that much, like when I didn't know how to speak English, I watched The Simpsons, and that's how I taught myself to speak. So it's like maybe that's why I have this like connection with the show, and like it's nostalgic to me. But
I get
yeah.
that. I get that.
Oops. But yeah, I was watching that like all weekend, and it was cool. What else did I see this weekend? In terms of anime, I didn't really watch any anime this weekend.
There's no good anime.
There's no good anime out right now. You're so right.
It's like a dry ass season.
And I'm not even excited for anything coming out too, which is weird. This season is not it. Next season is fall, right? So the fall season, they haven't announced anything that piques my interest, honestly.
Yeah, I don't think they have anything that's coming out that I'm like looking forward to. That I know of. I gotta look it up. But what do you think?
I mean, I think most things are supposed to be hype or season 2s of other shows, but
I think ReZero is coming back.
next fall, this fall.
No, not this fall. Never mind. That might be wrong.
But yeah, the anime scene has been pretty dry, so I'm kind of like not watching that much anime right now.
No, ReZero is coming out in fall.
Really?
Season 3 dropping.
So I'm gonna binge season 2.
Apparently,
Oh wait, Blue Lock's coming back too, right?
Blue Lock's coming back.
Okay.
Uzumaki.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, the Juji Into series that has been teased for like 5 years is supposed to come out next fall.
Okay, that's pretty interesting. I have a bunch of Junji Ito shirts.
Yeah.
I wore one like on the pod like a few pods ago, I think.
The fact that Danmachi got a 6th or 5th season.
I don't even know what that is.
Is it wrong to pick up girls in the dungeon?
That's a long ass title, by the way.
Sounds crazy, but it's pretty good. But it's on its 5th, 6th season.
Wow.
Let me see. Yeah, season 5.
So it's pretty popular then.
I got up to season 3. I'm about to start 4. I think I might catch up on that.
Since there's no good shows right now, keep watching Gurren Lagann with me. Today at lunch, I I forced him to watch the first episode of Gurren Lagann with me. Like I put it on the tablet that I carry around, and we watched the first episode. He's capping for the camera right now. He was locked in at certain points. So stop acting like that. You were locked in. I'm gonna put it on tomorrow too. We're gonna finish that whole series. It's only like 25 episodes anyway, so
I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna be like, all right.
you're gonna like it by the end. We're gonna have a whole review when we finish watching the show, and you guys gonna see his demeanor change. I promise that. But yeah, what's going on in music? I saw some interesting things over the weekend.
So we just
Well, not even over the weekend, huh?
We're just done with anime like that. Just throw it
Yeah,
to the
there's
side.
nothing going on in the
You
anime
wanna talk
world
about
right now.
JJK?
Nah, it's ending. A
You wanna
bunch
talk
of
about how
crazy
JJK
shit is
ended?
happening in the.
Or do you want to talk about how My Hero had the worst ending of all time?
Didn't I talk about that on the?
No.
I didn't.
Nope.
Oh yeah, it got. I didn't talk about that. So, for those of you who follow My Hero Academia, it recently ended about like 2-3 weeks ago.
Spoiler
and-
alerts for animes only.
Oh my god, that must be the most disappointing ending like ever in anime history. People thought the Naruto ending was bad. Oh my god, like My Hero tops it twice. Like, oh, it's so terrible. The way Horikoshi, the author, decided to like just wrap up his story is just so terrible, and talking about it makes me sick to my stomach. Even though I'm not that much of a huge fan of that series, it had so much potential, and I feel like it got wasted.
I low-key fell off season 5.
I kept watching. At a point, I started reading the manga too because I was tired of waiting for the anime to come back. So I decided to read, and I kept reading, and the story was just going downhill. So I just left it. And then when it was announced that it was ending soon, I picked it up again and read the last couple chapters. And I'm like, dang, what a waste.
I'm gonna be honest. Who's the bunny girl in there?
Mirko, the one that Megan Thee Stallion loves cosplaying
I was
as.
waiting for her to pop up. I was watching till she popped up in this series. Then I was like, all right, I'm done.
You watched
Then
My
she
Hero.
popped up, lost, whatever. And then I was like, all right, I'm done.
No, she came back though. Spoiler alert. She came back though. Like she helped in the final fight.
All right.
But
I'm not watching the rest of that shit. So I didn't. Like, I was just tired of Deku crying every 2 seconds. And
bro, you want me to tell you how it ended, bro? Spoiler alert again.
already know
If
how
you
it
don't
ended.
want to be spoiled, get off the video right now.
skip ahead.
Skip ahead. But this man Deku lost his powers,
Yeah, I know how it ended.
became a teacher, doesn't talk to his friends anymore.
I'm a hero.
And-
Hey, I used to be a hero. Yo, put the fries in the bag, Deku.
He didn't bag the chick that he liked, like, and then in the chapter itself, he claims that he's lonely. He says that he's lonely. So,
It's a hard work being a real hero.
bro, like the internet lost it. People started making fun of Deku. People started making animations of Deku working at McDonald's. Like people started saying that this guy Deku peaked in high school, which is true though, because he literally peaked in high school. That was like
peaked in My Hero.
he
Academia.
peaked in My Hero Academia, and after that, after he graduated, he just lost everything. Like the fact that his friends don't even talk to him no more like that. The fact that he makes no money and he saved the world. The guy literally saved the entire world, and he's a teacher making.
I mean,
Average
did he save
salary.
the world, or did he just save Japan?
No, he saved the world because Shigaraki was a world-ending threat
All right.
in the reverse or whatever. But yeah, he saved the world. And all he gets to do now is just teach, and he doesn't even have powers anymore. And and at the end of the chapter,
Sounds like that started. It's ended where it started.
at the end of the chapter, we found out that Class 1A like banded together to like, save up money so they can build him a suit that replicates his powers so he can continue hero work. So you're telling
we're
me,
getting My Hero Part 2.
and they did it. They gave him the suit and whatever. He started crying. Deku always fucking cries, right? But my point is, right? How are you gonna save the world, right? And they still make you pay for shit. Like you save everybody's life.
Unfortunately, that's not how the government works.
But yeah, that ending was terrible. That made me feel like I wasted my time being
All for
invested
one
in
to all for nothing.
exactly all for one to all for nothing. Like,
That's crazy.
but
That's a crazy
yeah,
ending.
if you like My Hero, I mean,
Speaking of endings,
check it out,
An
but-
ending that's coming up that I'm pretty sure is going to be great.
what JJK?
JJK, Jujutsu
Man.
Kaisen.
We'll see how
hyped-
that
I've been
ends.
hyped ever since I was forced to read the manga since I caught up to a spoiler. Because Twitter was like, "Hey, no," Gege was like, "Hey, I did a thing," and I was like, "All right." you did that
Gege
thing."
loves trolling his fans.
Look at trolls his fans on Twitter all the time. I'm like, all right, bro. I'm gonna just read the manga every second it comes out, so I'm not spoiled online.
And how's it been so far? I'm not caught up
Honestly,
on the
I
manga.
swear that's his
so.
marketing ploy to get his manga sales up. Because he's like, just keep spoiling it, so people will be forced to read the manga. Because the anime is not coming out for another 2. Like, there's gonna be like 2-3 years before we get to where we are in the manga.
True, which I don't have a problem with.
I don't have a problem with it because I'm caught up.
I feel like the manga, like the ending is gonna be good. I'm not caught up on the manga, but like I've been spoiled, so I know what's gonna happen. I know where the manga is at right now. I know what's happening in it. So like I feel like it's gonna have a decent ending. Definitely gonna be better than My Hero's ending.
No, for
So
No
I'm
matter
not-
which way it goes.
I'm not worried at all about that.
Unless
but-
they all wake up and like, that's a crazy dream.
Oh man,
Yo, the
that
wake
would
up
piss
for a
me off.
crazy dream ending, it has to be one of the craziest and most just like wow endings.
That would piss me the heck off. Like, I would not. I would just. I would crash out over that. Cause I hate that. Like, I hate those type of endings where like they try to retcon everything, or they try to be like, oh no, the real part of the story is the friends we made along the way, or some dumb shit like that. You know,
Aw,
I hate those type of endings.
you're gonna love it when One Piece ends like
Oh,
that.
stop it. Stop it. One thing I have faith
It's in
in.
One Piece, they're like, it's the friends you made along the way.
One thing that I have faith in is One Piece is gonna have a great ending. So I'm not even worried at all.
Listen, I hope it does.
It's gonna. That's just fact because One Piece is peak. So you just say hater. I don't like talking about One Piece with you, bro. Cause like you just be like, bro, you be hyping everything up, but like you don't like One Piece. This man hypes up Genshin Impact lore, but doesn't like One Piece. Who the fuck cares about Genshin Impact lore? The game, the video game Genshin Impact. Who the fuck cares about its lore? This guy hypes it up, but doesn't like One Piece. So like, sometimes I question his freaking like his taste. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Sometimes I question your
my
taste.
taste.
Yes,
Says the guy who finished Black Butler.
I didn't finish.
And you question my taste. All right.
I didn't finish Black Butler. I didn't finish it. I stopped at season 3, I think. I don't remember. But the last season before it went on a long hiatus and then came back, that's where I stopped.
Okay.
And I was young when I started watching Black Butler. So like,
Amen. It's all right, man. You can like what you
yo,
want. I don't,
what type of narrative are you
I don't
trying?
attack you for liking One Piece. I just don't like One Piece like that.
What type of narrative are you trying to pit right now?
Narrative. The narrative.
What's wrong with Black Butler? What are you trying to say? What's wrong with Black Butler?
What's wrong with Genshin?
It's a video game lore, bro. And you're comparing it to
So
One
is Elder
Piece.
Scrolls, and that's a
You
bigger lore.
my problem with you right now is that you're comparing the lore and saying that it must be more.
Comparing the lore.
You're saying that it's more interesting than One Piece, and I'm like, bro,
I'm just saying that there's 100+ writers on that.
who cares? There can be a million writers on it. I don't give a fuck. That it still
I'm
wouldn't.
just saying it's more.
It still wouldn't touch One Piece foot.
I didn't say your show isn't bad. I just said I think the lore is a bit more complicated.
No, it's Genshin Impact, bro. It's not
You
complicated.
haven't even played the game.
I did. I
haven't
played it
played
when
the
it
story.
first came out.
You didn't play the story.
What do you mean?
You haven't played the story.
Bro, I'm not gonna get into this, but yeah,
You don't have
Genshin
to get
Impact,
into this.
One
I'm not
Piece.
comparing the two.
This is what it is: One Piece, Genshin. All right, One Piece lore, Genshin lore. That's all. That's all. Can we agree
Believe
on that?
whatever you want to believe.
Alright, bro. Moving on from this.
You
But
can
yeah.
believe what you want to believe, bro.
So moving on from that topic, I saw something like funny on Twitter today actually. So Joe Budden got his plaque for Pump It Up, his gold plaque from Pump It Up,
Oh, I saw that.
and
That's interesting.
Carisha from the City Girls, she reposted it and she laughed at it, and then the internet started cooking her, bro.
No, for real. I was like, damn, bro, why would you? What's the beef there?
Like, cause I don't. They're like, yo, why are you talking? Like, you have no listeners on Spotify. Nobody likes your music. Go worry about Diddy. I saw people that were like, yo, go worry about Diddy. Like, you freaking.
Oh, yeah, I saw
they were
that.
calling her a weirdo, a freak, and stuff like that. That shit was hilarious.
The
But
internet is ruthless. If you come wrong, if you come incorrect, the internet will cook you.
I know
And
they're very
I'm
ruthless,
here for all of it.
Me too.
Watching shit just get cooked. I'm like, yo, you did that to yourself.
especially on Twitter. Oh, people say whatever they want to say,
I mean,
but
yeah, what the fuck?
my-
Seen Twitter?
my point of this is it took that long for Joe Budden to reach gold on Pump It Up when that song was like his main hit. Over 2 decades?
I don't know. I feel like those two
Gold is 500K units sold.
500K units
Yeah.
sold.
Yeah, that's what gold is.
Um,
I can't believe it took 20 years for like Pump It Up to reach that. Cause I wasn't around. I wasn't around when Pump It Up was outside. But from when I talked
I
to people
wasn't
about
either.
that record, when I talked to people about Pump It Up and Joe Budden, everybody remembers Pump It Up.
I think it was just the way the industry was set up then is different than it is today. Because streaming changes how much you sell
Okay.
first week or whatever week or however long. I don't know. I don't know why it took that long.
It was just interesting to me. But yeah, he was happy. He was posting it on his page, and
Hilarious.
she just came out of nowhere and started hating. Like, my point is, like, that brings me to like a bigger like
All I know is that
topic,
next
right?
episode she's getting cooked.
I know she's gonna get cooked in the next episode, but like, why when somebody like is posting like their achievements or like they're happy about something positive, there's always somebody that's like gonna bring negativity to it. Like, what was the point of laughing at the post? What did Joe Budden do to you? I don't even like Joe Budden. Like, that's not even the point here. I don't really like him like that. But like, why are you coming out of the woodworks to hate?
Probably said something to her. I don't know.
Like, I wouldn't put it past
Probably
Joe.
said something on the pod and she probably took it the wrong way. It was like, all right, blah blah blah. I'm gonna attack.
I wouldn't put it past Joe to like say something because he always says something. He's
sure.
always
It's Korean.
commenting on him.
Young
But
Miami, right?
yeah, young Miami.
Didn't they break up?
I think so. I heard, like they haven't made music together in a long time. They're not seen in the same spaces together. Like I think they're also in follow each other.
I'm pretty
That's
sure
what
I
I've
remember
heard.
them breaking up.
Yeah, after the whole Diddy thing came out, I think they're kind of JT kind of distanced herself from Carisha.
JT coming.
Well, she's
I hear that sound on TikTok, so I'm just like, JT's coming. JT's.
she was recently on the cover of a magazine, and people were hyping her up. So I think she has music coming too.
That's cool.
So
I've heard a few, maybe 1 or 2 records just through TikTok.
so is on TikTok, but
It's all that's where the music is today. That's where all the new music comes and gets heard. What's
maybe
that
I need to
song?
get on TikTok. I'm
Says-
never getting on TikTok.
TikTok Reels, same difference.
But yeah, the female rap space is getting very weird right now. Nicki Minaj is beefing with Ice Spice and JT and pretty much all the girlies.
Who
I
said
don't.
that?
Today I saw that on Twitter. Like
What?
she unfollowed all of them.
Why does
Like,
everyone care about this unfollow shit, yo?
cause
I get
it
that
means something, man.
but,
it
like,
does.
It mean something?
It does mean something.
Like,
Because why are you
Lil
doing
Yachty
that?
unfollowed Drake. Does
No,
that
they
mean
have
something?
beef.
Do they have beef?
Yeah.
Oh, because of the Super Soak record?
Yeah, I think
Because
so.
Lil Yachty was like, yeah, I leaked that shit on purpose.
And also, because apparently, I think Lil Yachty did an interview with Joe Budden recently.
I didn't finish that.
I watched it.
I
It
didn't
was
see
pretty entertaining. They went back and talked about the moment in 2017,
I
the
think I got
famous
up to
moment.
their part before I didn't finish it yet.
They talked about a bunch of stuff. They talked about the industry. It was very insightful. Even though, again, I don't like Joe Budden, but I had fun watching that podcast. But
That's interesting.
Apparent-
Yeah, that's funny actually. 'Cause
apparently-
what's he doing in the interview?
Drake saw that and
And was
didn't
like,
like the fact that he was being buddy
Tell me
with
you're
Joe Budden.
cheesing, fam.
Exactly. So I think they had something internal, and that resulted in Lil Yachty and following him.
Yeah, I saw something on Twitter that Lil Yachty's not going to be on Super Soak. And I'm just like, okay.
Which is kind of like petty though, because like, if let's say me and you, all right,
That's the petty guy.
if all right, that I kind of understand, but like, let's say you,
Drake is literally the petty guy.
I know, but like, let me put this in perspective for
Put
you,
it
right?
in perspective.
You have somebody that you fell out with, or like you're not cool with, right? And I don't really have anything against that person. They didn't do anything to me, right? And me and that person are cool. And I talk to that person sometimes, not regularly, but sometimes.
What does that have to do with me?
Would you be upset that I'm cool with somebody that you're not cool with?
What would that have to do with me?
Elaborate. I understand you. I just want you to give me your perspective.
Not really. I'd just be like, I'd still be like, yo, you hanging out with that bum ass nigga? That's literally the gist of how I'd feel.
So you wouldn't feel any type of way.
Not
You wouldn't
really.
feel like I'm kind of like being fake or something like that.
I mean, to me personally, like if falling out, I've only had so many falling outs. I don't know. The few falling outs that I had, I have no animosity. Like, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Like,
So you're saying for real, you wouldn't feel any type of way
Not really.
at all.
Like, it even depends on what we fell out for, but
Be more specific. Does it depend on what you guys fell out for, or it doesn't matter?
I don't even think that matters.
So it doesn't matter. Okay.
Like, if I don't fuck with somebody, that's it. I don't really worry about them or think about them. Like, I could be in the same space as them and not really care.
What if your homie is cool with them though?
What does that have to do with me?
It's your homie. Your homie that you hang out with every day. Your homie that you tell your secrets to. Your homie that you like.
Are you telling this nigga all the secrets?
No,
Is he
but
a op?
the thing is, you wouldn't know what I'm telling him because, like, I
would
wouldn't
hope
discuss
my
that with
homie
you.
doesn't expose me.
Okay, so
So
you
they
wouldn't
op
feel
if
into.
they're an op.
Of course, they're not. You don't. You guys
but-
all have
no,
beef.
No, but I don't have beef. Like I said, I don't have any animosity towards. Like, if we actually fell out and whatnot, I'd be like, all right, cool. I don't want, because I don't want to hold a grudge. I don't hold grudges.
Mm-hmm.
I don't just sit there and be like, yo, fucking, gotta be angry at this nigga for whatever happened. I
Okay.
just accept it and move past it.
I would feel some type of way. I'm not gonna lie to you. If me and somebody fell out, right, and you know the reason why we fell out, because we're homies, of course you're gonna know the reason why me and that person fell out,
Yeah.
right? And you decide to be cool with him still, I'm gonna look at you different. I'm not gonna lie.
I understand that.
I'm gonna look at you different because, like, especially if I feel like he did me dirty and you agree that he did me dirty, and at the same time you buddy with him, like, bro, what kind of clown shit are we doing? Like, bro, come on, man. So I kind of understand a little bit why Drake might feel some type of way about Joe and Yachty linking up.
Yeah, that
So
makes sense.
one thing that I'm gonna give him, I understand that. That's it. I don't really agree with a lot of Drake's antics, but I'm gonna give him this. I understand why he wouldn't want to, like, be cool with Yachty right now, especially after coming out of the beef, being attacked from everywhere, pretty much, and like you don't know who your real friends are anymore. You can't collab with
These
nobody.
niggas clicking up.
Exactly. The only person that still rocks with Drake's heavy like that is 21 Savage, pretty much.
Even
And,
he
like,
took shots at Kendrick.
In 21 Savage, as a homie should do, a good
No,
homie,
I agree.
So, like, I
mean,
understand why he would be upset at that. Like, bro, why you linking up with one of my ops, bro? Like, why you buddy with one of my ops? You're supposed to be my
Wait.
friend. Like,
But
You're supposed to be
here's my
with
question.
me. You're supposed to be my dog.
Here's where I'll say it's different. Did they have a previous relationship before?
Before Drake?
Yeah.
Honestly,
Because like
no.
in the scenario you made, right? Did you already have a previous relationship with that, or did you just
I'm gonna use the same scenario as them. Yachty and Joe Budden didn't have a relationship, pretty much. They had an interview, it went viral. They were at odds, and over the years, they mended that relationship. They stopped beefing with each other. But when they first met, it wasn't
but I'm talking
buddy
about,
buddy.
But did they already have a relationship previous to their falling out?
They were cordial at some point, to some degree.
I mean, let's take it off of that. Just in the scenario you made.
Okay.
Like I have the falling out, but did you already have a relationship established?
I'm cordial with the person.
That's different.
I'm on some. Hey, nigga, what's up?
That's different then.
How's it different?
I'm talking about if you had a relationship already established with that person, and I just had a falling out with them.
I'm just cordial with them. That's
if
what
you're
I'm
just cordial with them, then that's different. I'm talking. I meant from the perspective of like, if you have a relationship with that nigga, that's whatever. It's none of my business.
Okay.
If you're just cordial and that nigga doesn't mean anything to you, fuck that nigga.
But what if I'm cordial with him, but I still hang out with him? We like go to places together, but like he's not my best friend. Like I would like I would call you my best friend, right? But he's just a friend type shit.
But that's still an already established relationship. I'm talking about I fall out with this nigga, then you go over there like, nah, let's hang out with this nigga.
So you're pretty much saying it's cool if I've been hanging out with him before you even fell out.
Yeah. Because I've been.
I'm gonna pick sides. I'm sorry. I pick sides.
I don't expect anyone to do what I do.
Okay.
I'd pick sides. If my homie fell out with somebody, I'd be like, I'm picking my side.
Okay.
I wouldn't even say that because I'd generally be like, yo, if I don't squash this shit, I'll kill both y'all.
What if it's something that's unsquashable?
If it's two of my closest homies, though.
Okay. What if it's not?
If I'm closer to one, I'm obviously picking that side.
Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, I'm picking sides, and it seems like Drake did. And another thing Yachty's in the news for. So a clip from his podcast came up today, and he was interviewing Key Glock, the rapper.
Yeah.
And
I didn't see that.
Throughout that interview, he was pretty much disrespecting his best friend Mitch. One of his, I don't want to put that label on him, but his friend Mitch, with whom he co-hosts the podcast, he was pretty much disrespecting him throughout the interview, and people were mad about that pretty much.
I didn't see anything. All I saw was that he sparked up the blunt, and I didn't see
No, so he was pretty much saying that like, yo, Mitch is kind of lazy. He was saying that Mitch is lazy. Like, he didn't outwardly say it like that, but he was saying that, oh, without me, what would you be doing right now? Where would you be right now? Pretty much implying that, yo, you're only good because I'm successful. Like, you don't have anything going on for yourself. You're like, you're eating off of me. I don't know. I mean, I guess there's always like a friend like that in the friend group that, like, you know, that doesn't really have anything going on for themselves. They just hang around you and like they eat off you sometimes and stuff like that. But you talk to them in private. You don't go on your public platform to humiliate them in front of the world, especially if he's your co-host. It's like me coming on here and freaking calling you a bum and stuff like that, and saying shit about you like that to the whole audience and to the whole world. That's kind of like that's kind of snaky.
Why did he do that?
I don't know. And maybe the clip was out of context. I
gotta see the clip.
I gotta probably go back and watch the whole podcast.
I want to see the whole thing in context.
But the clip that I saw was crazy. Bro was talking crazy. It got to a point where like Mitch was like, yo, what are you saying right now? What are you trying to say right now? Like it got like that. Where like, bro, say what you really want to say. Because Yachty was like, you know, going around it, you know, trying to make it sound nice, trying to like, you know, sugarcoat it. Right, but like, we can all understand what he's trying to say.
All right, I'm going to go check it out.
And it was rough. And I felt bad for Mitch because like, if you're my homie and we have something going on together and stuff like that, I would expect you to talk to me and have those conversations with me outside of the public eye.
Yeah.
You can call me a bum in private. You can tell me, yo, you gotta get your own shit. You gotta get on your grind. You gotta like do things for yourself.
Shit in private. Why is he on a public?
He was on the public
Is
platform.
it for clout?
I don't know. Key Glock was in the back chilling and looking at them like going back and forth, and I'm like, yo.
Oh, I didn't see that. I just saw the part where he sparked the blood. He was like, nah, you can't smoke in here. And I was like, damn.
That was kind of crazy. But yeah, their podcast is entertaining. They had J. Cole on. I think I talked about that on like a previous episode.
I saw that episode.
I saw that episode. It was pretty cool. Again, recently the Joe Budden one was pretty cool, and he was rated pretty highly on that list of the top 10, top 20 podcasts of black culture.
Yeah, I saw that.
And he was pretty like high up there, and he's only been doing this for like a year. So shout out to Yachty. And he's also been releasing consistent great music lately.
I don't really listen to Yachty like that.
Really? You need to tap in. He's
I hear some songs and I'm like, alright, he's cool.
He's evolved from the SoundCloud era, and like he even made a rock album.
I think he's definitely evolved. I heard some of I forgot what album it is with that cool abstract.
Yeah, I think that's his rock album you're talking about.
I think, but it's cool. I'm just not into it like that.
You need to be tapped in, but that's something that I saw. But anything else did you see on the timeline that sparked your interest? I have more.
The timeline, nothing has sparked my interest.
In music or entertainment.
Yo, I'm not tapped in this week.
I saw something else that was very interesting, right? So
what else? You got it this week, all right? The board on my side is empty.
So we're gonna talk to you guys and ask you guys some questions too, right? So let me set the scene, right?
Listen.
Let me set the scene. You start talking to an OF girl on Twitter.
All right, first of all, there's your fucking red flag right there. All right.
Hold on.
Before you continue, that's where you fucked up. All right, continue.
You start talking to an OF girl on Twitter. You don't care about that she does OF or whatever. You're just trying to get to know her.
A different kind of nigga. All right, I get it.
And she's feeling you. She claims she's feeling you too. Y'all just talking every day. Y'all made it clear that you're trying to get to know each other romantically. Mm-hmm. Pretty much trying to get to know each other and see where it goes and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Throughout your conversations, sometimes she will just send you random pictures. You guys know what I'm talking about.
Pictures.
Random pictures. She was just
of the wall.
Sometimes of herself.
Selfies, just like.
You know what I'm talking about.
I don't.
She would send random pictures or unsolicited too. You didn't ask for it. She just randomly send it to you. Like, oh, sorry, I replied late. Here's a picture to apologize. Type junk. Oh, hope your day is going great. Here's a picture. Type. She would just randomly send you pictures like that. And you talk to this girl for 3 months, and throughout it, she's a bad communicator. She doesn't text back much. You guys are long distance too. And
that's another part where
y'all talk for 3 months, and y'all still never met in person. And you try to end things with her because you're like, dang, I'm being a sucker right now. Like, bro, I'm not talking to you for 3 months, and like we still have no plans of meeting each other. And then she's like, oh nah, like, why are you trying to end things? Blah blah blah. Like, nah, don't do that. That's kind of messed up. Why did you message me? Why did you like come to me and approach me if you were gonna feel like this? Like, we can still get to know each other more, and then we're gonna meet each other later. Like, why are you trying to end things with me? If you were gonna do this, why didn't you leave me alone?
I was bored.
So he feels bad. You feel bad, and you like, all right, let's try to make this work. And you keep talking to her or whatever. Yeah, still, try to get to know each other. Yeah, call each other, even though your schedule is different. She stays home all day, records content, films content, takes pictures of herself. You work late, and the only times you can call her is late at night. She claims she doesn't like that, but that's all you can do. So yeah, make it work. Blah blah blah. Typical long distance relationship shit, right?
I wouldn't know nothing about that.
And one day, she tells you, "Hey, I'm done working today. I recorded a video of, obviously you know what type of video she recorded, and you're like, oh, you recorded a video, cool, let me see. And she's like, no.
Let me see that shit.
And she just says no.
Why not?
Same thing, you ask, why not? She's like, no, just leave it at that. And he's like, the guy is like, you're confused, you're like, dang, like,
Thought we were cool.
like I thought we were cool. You sent me stuff
What's other shit you sent?
you sent me stuff before, like unsolicited. Like, why are you being weird about this? I just want to read. I don't even care about the video anymore. Like, cool. Like, you don't want to send it to me? Fine. You make that clear that you're not pressuring her to send anything. You don't care about the video. You just want to understand why the switch up. And she just doesn't offer you any clarity. And you pretty much start feeling like she's weird or whatever.
You
And-
just put this $10 in. All right, got the video now.
And you just stop talking to her because at that point you're like, oh man, what am I doing? Why am I talking to this girl? Like, and then you just ghost her and you stop talking to her.
Clever.
And then months later, she's on her timeline dissing you,
Ooh.
saying that you gaslit her into sending you content, saying that you sexually harassed her, you sexually harassed her, saying all these stuff about you on the timeline, slandering your name, calling you a creep, a weirdo, all that stuff. Mind you, that's months later after you stop talking to her. Oh yeah, no contact. You reach out to her about, hey, what's going on? Why are you slandering me? Like, what happened? We didn't end on a bad note. Like, we just stopped talking and we just faded out. She ignores you, and she's still on the timeline dissing you. You have receipts, so you go on the internet to defend your name, and you post everything. Post the conversations, the specific incident she's talking about, everything.
Ooh.
And then she just shuts down and makes her page private, and she blocks everybody. That's the whole scenario that I saw on Twitter today. This
That is
famous
hilarious.
OF girl, she did that to some guy that she was talking to, and it was so interesting and fascinating to me. I have so many questions. First of all, you're an OF person, right? Your content is on the internet.
Yeah. Behind a paywall. She didn't
Behind
give
the
out that free
paywall.
content.
No, but on her page, she has content too. On her, like,
Yeah, but
on the,
that's specific
listen,
content.
your body is out there. Everybody sees it. Anybody can access it. But the person that you're talking to romantically can't see. Like, what? Does that make sense to you? Does that make sense to you guys, the viewers?
No, but let's try to make it make sense. Because sense is for the senseless. All right? Maybe she really just wanted him to see her as not an ONF girl.
You can make that argument, yeah. But
And
let's be
that's
honest
what
here.
she wanted. Unrealizing that nobody's gonna fucking do that. All right?
That's kind of crazy. You literally have you sell your body parts for money and like for
What
like,
kind of content does she do?
you know, solo
I don't know.
content,
Is it just solo content?
just solo content,
Okay.
and like full view content. Everything is out there. Everything is seen.
Okay.
And like the guy that you're talking to, and that you're talking to romantically, trying to build something romantic that you sent stuff to before, you switch up on him and you become weird.
Her manager
But,
was like, yo, stop giving out that free product.
like, it's so weird to
don't-
me. Like, I don't understand. First of all, he's a sucker for freaking entertaining that. First of all, long distance. She's an OF girl. Long distance. 3 months talking. Haven't met her yet. What are you doing, my guy? Like,
Listen,
what
man.
are you doing, my guy?
You can find love anywhere.
Bro, what are you doing?
I don't know.
Like, that's crazy. And
That is wild.
keep in mind, he's not a subscriber to a thing. He doesn't pay for anything. Like, he's not like, you know, like,
never met
he's not a
face-to-face?
fan of her. Like,
He doesn't even know that. Did she know that she had OnlyFans? Did he know?
Yes, he did know.
Okay.
He know what she does for work.
Okay. I mean, that's just work.
That's crazy, bro. Like, what is he doing? He's a goon.
That's
He's a
just
gooner.
That's just work.
Cook. I spoke too long.
That's just her job.
And
She can't be giving out free content for the company. Her manager was probably like, don't give out any.
she
of this
doesn't
for
have
free."
a manager. She's alone. She does her own thing.
You know that?
Yes.
Fact?
Yes. She's very big about being independent.
How you know this? You know?
Because
her?
I studied this whole thread today.
You
It was
follow her?
no, I don't follow her. I generally don't. The thread came on my feed,
I'm joking.
and I studied the thread. And I'm like, this would be interesting to talk about with you on the pod. So
This is interesting because one, this could have all been avoided. You know, just
you could have just left her alone and found a girl that's in this town
yeah.
in real life.
I never really understood. I mean, I guess I can understand long distance. It's just not something for me.
It's not even the long distance for me. She's an OF girl. On top of that, you're doing long distance. On top of that, you talked to her for 3 months and you guys have no plans to meet. You never saw her in person. On top of that,
That's
she
a separate-
sends you stuff.
That's a separate thing. Because
She
this is
sends
far
you
away.
unsolicited stuff. And then out of nowhere, she becomes weird about you asking to
Yeah.
see what she was doing.
I mean, why are you asking? Just let it come. See, niggas be like, yo, let me get that. We're about to
No,
look
but
at
like
it. I'd
the
be
way
like, yo, just
the
let it
way
come.
he asked, he wasn't even being creepy or anything. She's literally the text message was, "Oh, I just finished working. You just made a video." He's like, "Oh, a video? Do you feel comfortable with sharing that with me, or not?" That's what he said. That's his exact word. And she said no. And when she said no, he's like, "Oh, okay, I get it. You feel uncomfortable, but why?
Why
You
you
send me unsolicited stuff." Listen, you can make the argument that he's being pushy
you
by asking why. I understand. I get it. He's being like, "Oh, why? He wanted that clarity or whatever." But I get it. He's being annoying and he's kind of pushy and stuff like that. But
that's not. Like,
does that deserve the like
harassment? I don't know about.
the label of a sexual harasser? Bro didn't do any. Bro, you guys are talking
He
romantically.
just wanted to know why.
You just wanted to know why. This bro is not a freaking sexual harasser because of that.
Yeah, no, that's
and he
okay.
literally dropped it. He said, "Okay,
Look.
you're not sending me the video. Fine, I don't care about that. Can you tell me like why you switching up?" That's all he's trying to get to. And you label him as a sexual harasser, and you stopped talking to him for 2 months, and then 2 months later, randomly on a random Tuesday, you're on your page slandering him.
People are. She wanted clout, bro. She's trying to.
She had clout. She has 500K on Twitter, 500K
new
followers.
Clout's always new clout, man.
It's insane to me.
Publicity's publicity.
Like that whole thing is insane to me. First of
let
all,
me tell
they're
you this.
both goofy.
Let me tell
They're
you
both goofy in my eyes. Because bro is over here trying to
First of all,
wife up a long distance OF girl on Twitter.
trying to take her out that shit.
And I'm like, bro,
Trying to take her out the game.
bro.
Trying to take her out the game, bro. What is it? I get it. I mean, it's not something I would do, but I get it. The new gen has new things, new rules to deal with.
Bro needs to look at himself and realize, bro, what was I doing?
He probably did, and her OnlyFans account probably blew up more.
No, the internet started cooking her so much because he exposed everything and he had all the receipts. So she made her page private.
You know the saying, all publicity is good publicity.
I know. I mean, listen, I'm not that naive to think that in a week from now, this is not gonna blow over,
Bro,
and she's not gonna
nobody's
be
gonna
back.
care about this.
Nobody's gonna care about this, nephew. And there's a million men out there ready to line up and be next.
Yeah.
So, in the grand scheme of things, this means nothing. But my point is, wow, is this what the world is coming to, bro?
Yo, OnlyFans has cooked a lot of people, but it also made a lot of women rich. So, I can't knock the hustle. I just don't care for the hustle.
Honestly, you'll be surprised that not all these
I'm
OF
not
girls make
talking
money.
about- I'm talking about the minor ones that actually get enough money
Mm-hmm.
that are above 100K. not all of them. There's like a million of them. There's like what, like probably like 10 million. I'm gonna say
Plus.
like maybe two or one, maybe 500,000 actually make that
A decent
level
amount.
of money.
I would agree with that. So, but yeah, it was just food for thought.
Everyone,
How do you guys feel? What?
I mean, it's like honestly, it's just like any other profession that's saturated.
You think so?
Artists,
How much effort do you think it takes to be an OnlyFans content creator?
I think it takes the same amount of effort it is to do anything.
I disagree. To
You
do
don't think so?
anything? You
I
think
mean, to do anything in the entertainment space,
in the entertainment space?
Yeah, it's
Explain that
entertainment.
more.
artists, podcasts.
How hard is it to record yourself doing some freak shit, uploading it, and
Yeah,
That's
uploading
it.
it correctly, getting people engaged in it, putting it everywhere,
Mm-hmm.
actually driving traffic to it. And you can't just do normal promotions. You got to promote it a certain way on certain platforms.
don't you think that it's easier to promote that kind of content because of the target audience?
I mean, the target audience, sure, but like, there's a million other people taking your shit away from you, as in your audience from you. So, how many OF girls are there?
A lot.
A lot, yeah. So you're dropped in the puddle of a bunch of OF girls that grab attention from everyone. What's the difference between you and them?
Your body, of course.
Well, yeah, body, obviously.
The type of content you make.
True,
Um,
but there's people with different bodies making the same content.
true. I mean, I can see what that argument being a little true, but I still wouldn't
I don't
compare
think
it.
It's easy.
I still wouldn't compare it to like a regular job or
I
something
didn't
like
say
that.
a regular job. I said entertainment space, like where you're
I still wouldn't
Oh,
compare
yes.
that to like
you're
the
selling,
rappers or comedians or
you're selling something.
I know, but I wouldn't compare that kind of craft to like other entertainment
I'm not talking about comparing.
things.
I'm talking about the whole aspect of getting it in people's to buy it. Just getting anyone to buy it is what I'm talking about. You're selling a product or service, and like with all of them, marketing is number one. And I just don't think it's as easy as it's made. I don't think anything's as easy as it's made out to be.
I
Like
feel like
you just said.
I feel like the product- I feel-
5% of them are actually making money.
but I also feel like the product advertises itself and sells itself. I feel like it's
Have you ever bought OnlyFans?
no.
All right.
But
There's another customer that they still.
for example, she had 500K followers on Twitter alone. Imagine how many of those followers actually subscribe to her OF.
Probably like 10%,
You think so?
20 at best.
Even okay, 20% of 500K. If she's selling $50 a month, 20% of 500K people, she's still making bank.
Still making money. I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying is they're not making the 100%, the 1%, 3% of them. But the rest of them are living either under or over. But
Okay.
how long do you think it took her to even get there?
I don't know. I'm not really familiar with her like that. Again, like I said, it's
I
just
don't
she
think
popped
it's
up on my thread because of this controversy.
I don't even know OnlyFans models like that.
Me neither, honestly.
I'm just like, yo,
This whole situation was interesting to me because there's really men out there doing that kind of clown shit, and it's kind of funny. Like, bro. First of all, where bro messed up was friggin' 3 months, no face-to-face meeting, no nothing.
how
And on
far
top
do
of
they
that,
live away from each other.
I don't know. I don't have that detail.
Nah.
But no plans to meet up. She's a bad communicator. She doesn't text well. She's dry. She gaslights you that she likes you and she want to keep going. But
Bro's locked
bro,
in.
bro was locked in.
I don't even know.
Because all right, bro was not spending money on her too. He wasn't paying for anything. He wasn't sending her money. It wasn't transactional. So I understand where he might feel like, oh, maybe this is genuine, because it was not transactional at all. He wasn't sending money for content. He wasn't paying for stuff. She wasn't asking him for anything. They were just talking and getting to know each other.
Okay.
She was just a bad texter and a bad like she was dry pretty much. But when he would
How was he still?
but when he would point that out and be like, "Oh, I don't think this is working. I'm trying to end things." She would be like, "Oh no, why are you doing that? Like everything is cool. Like, bro, I like you.
What's that? That's a manipulation tactic. I forget.
I
what it's
like
called.
you. Like, why are you trying to like break this off? We're going good. I like you. Like, let's keep doing this." She would do that. She would pull that off on him.
That's a manipulation tactic. I forgot what it's called. It's when someone doesn't do anything, then as soon as you bring it up, you bring love bombing.
Love bombing, but she's barely communicating with him.
Well, he clearly got caught in it. So it worked.
I think it's just attention. She liked the attention. She liked the guy that was treating her different than everybody else that like, wanted only one thing from her. And there's this guy that's like actually seeing her for a regular person. He's not,
Trying to get to know her or something.
he's trying to get to know her genuinely, and like he doesn't see her as like just what her work is pretty much.
Yeah.
So maybe that aspect plays into it. Maybe that's why she didn't want to end things with him. But at the same time,
I don't know.
she's being weird by like having that weird thing. Oh, the whole world can see my body, but the guy that potentially my boyfriend can't. That's kind of weird.
I mean, I do think that's weird.
That's super weird.
I don't get that.
Like,
But
I know you would never be in a situation like that, right? But hypothetically, if you were, how would you handle this whole thing?
I don't even. First of all, the long distance thing, like I said, I don't know how that works. I've tried it. No, just doesn't work for me. I'm not even a good texter to begin with. I need in person or on the phone. Mostly
Okay.
in person. We talking and we haven't seen each other for 3 months.
We never met in person.
But we're just talking or online. Why am I paying this much attention to this person?
Bro was locked in.
Why?
Bro was
How
invested.
far do they live from each other?
Like I said, I told you, I don't know.
If it's like a significant distance where you can't just pop up and I can't just go over there.
They couldn't meet up. Maybe they were states
Yo,
away.
she got OF. Why the fuck she don't got no bank to fly me out? The fuck? Nah. First
Exactly,
of all,
right?
that's where he
Exactly.
fucked up. Why didn't she fly him out? The hell? You got OF?
Especially since she's not asking him for money or anything. You're like, bro, if she genuinely likes me, if you genuinely mess with me and I'm trying to end things with you, you're like, nah, I like you, stay. Why don't you fly me out? Like,
Yeah, what the fuck?
what the heck?
Let's meet
Bro.
up.
I feel like she was just a weirdo, but that was an interesting thing that I saw on my timeline. That's pretty much
That's
it.
hilarious.
Like that, I just wanted to have a conversation about that with you because I wanted to see your thought process. And guys,
Yeah, no.
if you out there paying for content and stuff like that, don't get too attached to these people. Don't be like that guy. Don't
You're not that guy, buddy. You're not that guy.
don't sit there and talk to somebody for 3 months that you've never seen and expect them to like just don't do that. Do yourself a favor. Go outside. Just go outside.
Outside.
Go outside with your friends. So even alone, go put on a nice fit. Go to Target or something. Go outside. You'll find somebody. You don't need to sit here and freaking fiend over these OF women or do these long distance stuff. Like, please do yourself a favor.
Do yourself a favor.
But hey,
Don't want to say something.
if you're locked in with somebody and y'all long distance and y'all trust each other and y'all locked in, all that stuff.
Yeah, that's different.
Power to you. That's
Power to
different.
you.
I'm talking about to these lonely guys that just sit in their house and just fantasize over these OF women and think that they're gonna bag one and everything's gonna be a fairy tale, bro. Go outside, please.
Nah, but their favorite streamer is, so like they clearly can do that, right?
No, the parasocial relationships that's like developing in my generation and some of yours too is crazy. The
I hope not.
like kids just build these weird relationship with like streamers and content creators. Just because you watch somebody a lot doesn't mean that like they're your friends. Doesn't mean that you know them for example, if you guys tune into our podcast like weekly or whatever, yeah, you might get a feel
Like,
for our
gist of us,
of
but
our
you don't
personality
know.
and stuff like that. But
You don't know,
you
how
don't
crazy
know
this guy
us.
actually is. This is-
You don't know me. You don't know him. You know, so it's kind of weird. I've never understood that. I like feeling like I'm so close and connected to a content creator to the point where like I'm like a super fan or like I'm a stan or no, like I never felt that level of like fandom coming out of me ever. I admire some people. I respect their work, but I never felt that overwhelming
super fandom.
super fandom love type thing, parasocial relationship towards somebody
You're not
online.
a stan.
Definitely not.
Not a stan.
And
Dear M.
that says a lot about the chronically online people. People don't
People
really
are more
go.
chronically online than they ever been.
People don't really go outside anymore, and it's kind of sad. Like,
How do we get people outside?
that's a good question.
We got a pop out show coming out, guys. Come outside and pop. I'm joking. But anyway,
Getting people outside, I feel like a lot of things have to change. Kids are becoming less and less social because of
social media.
social media and like
I love how social media makes you less social.
easy internet access and stuff like that. And I feel like we need to do better on raising the next generation on like cutting back on like social media and the internet. We need to go bring back some old values. We need to push kids to go outside and play with their friends more. We need to like bring them to social events. We need to organize play dates. We need to do stuff like that for them to like,
You feel strongly about this.
be more social. I do feel strongly about this because I feel like in like 50 years, oof, it's going to be very, very different in terms of
everything is gonna be different.
the social aspect of things.
I mean, society changes. It's just how it is.
I know, but it's
Better,
changing for the worse,
better.
in my opinion.
I
Because
mean,
growing up, yeah, we had like,
we only
the
see
in-
this one aspect of it.
I had the infancy of like social media and stuff, and it's getting out of hand now, bro. We still went outside. We still went to the park and played with friends. We still went to friends' house and stuff like that.
I think we're
Now
just
people
seeing-
barely do that.
I think
People stay on the PlayStation and just that's how they interact with their friends.
I think that, but that's just one aspect of it. As in, like,
You elaborate, man.
you're only looking at the chronically online, which is probably, I don't know, how much do you think that people are chronically online?
A lot. People are on
What
their
percentage
phone.
of people
People are on their phones 24/7 nowadays.
are you on your phone 24?
Yes, I am.
But don't you go out?
I do, but
So,
again, for example, not as much as I used to. No.
what?
Like, bro, I'm on my phone a lot. People are on their phone
Yo,
a
get off your
lot.
phone, bro. We're
Like,
recording.
That's just you too. You're on your phone a lot.
I'm on my
If you look
phone
at your
all the time.
analytics, you look at your app consumption, all that stuff. It tells you sometimes 8 hours a day. Like, bro, some people are more than that.
True.
Kids. I'm just saying, kids have no social skills because they're on the phone 24/7 nowadays, and that's becoming alarming. That's what I'm saying.
So do you think society's gonna change and bend to that, or we should change that?
I feel like we need to put a stop, like to regulate it a little bit.
So we should be like China.
What do you mean, like China? Like where they limit their.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we should go to that extreme, but it should be on like a household to household basis. Like parents
I'm pretty
need
sure
to be
parent-
more responsible.
I mean, I'm pretty sure some parents are.
Some,
parents are.
but not enough.
I don't know.
Like some kids are raised on Some kids, as soon as they're born, bro, they get an iPad, and that's how they're raised.
I just don't think that's majority.
That you will be surprised. You'll be surprised. I
mean,
think
no,
the
no.
numbers are
iPad,
higher.
iPad is definitely the new norm, but like I just don't think that it's.
I think you will be surprised if we find a study. Please, when we're editing this, find a study on this and put it on the screen, please. You will be surprised by the numbers.
All right.
But hey, moving on from that conversation. Anything else you want to talk about?
Is there anything that's weighing on my heart? What's tugging at my heartstrings? The world is really just a place that's just interesting. I gotta watch that Theo Von Trump interview, but I haven't seen
Ooh,
it yet. From what I've heard about it, it just sounds like they're just talking like normal people.
I watched it and it was interesting to say the least.
I like Theo. I
It-
saw his Tucker Carlson interview, and that was just interesting.
I haven't seen that one, but
Oh, no.
I saw a bunch of his other interviews, and this one in particular with Trump, it was chill. They barely got political. It was just like two dudes talking about life and their kid. Well, Trump was talking about his kids a lot,
Yeah,
talking about
man.
his past.
He needs to get that relatability to the people. So
He he was talking about UFC. They were both sharing their love for
they can
UFC.
get that UFC vote.
They're talking about Dana White,
Trying to get
And
that
how
white
good-
fan vote.
how good he is and stuff like that. It was very chill. It showed me a different side of Trump, honestly. It showed me that like Trump is like, it doesn't seem like it, but he's a family man. Like, I know it's
Trying
weird.
to tug at America's heartstrings.
listen, I don't think he was, honestly. I just think that's how it flowed because Theo Vaughn is an unserious guy, bro. Like, it's Theo
No, I
Vaughn.
know. That's why.
So like the way they were talking, it felt very genuine to me. Especially the way Trump was talking about his kids, it felt very genuine to me. I still don't like some of his policies, most of his policies. I still don't like some of the shit the guy says. But listen,
it's a popularity contest.
it humanized the guy for me.
It's a
And
popularity contest.
Even I'm not saying it's not. Even if you don't like Trump and like you don't support him or whatever, check out the interview. You might learn something. I definitely did. Some stuff he said on there is kind of questionable. The guy said that he never picked up a drink in his life. I doubt that. The guy says he never did any drug. I doubt that. It's Trump, bro. Trump was freaking having, intercourse with freaking porn stars and stuff. Like Trump was in the
What the hell does
entertainment
that have
world.
to do?
He definitely did some wild stuff. I disagree. I don't believe that at all. But aside from that, yeah, it humanized the guy, and yeah, it was overall a great interview, surprisingly enough. And
I'll check it
I would recommend people to check it out if you haven't seen it yet. But yeah, anything else?
Nothing in my mind right now. This whole
Music has been dry lately, man.
music's dry. I don't know anything.
I'm not looking forward to anything. Party and Drake are supposed to drop soon. That's the only thing that I'm hearing from the streets. Aside from that,
it better be fun toxic or whatever.
there's nothing on my radar in terms of music.
When's the Fallout dropping?
The fall off, I think Cole is just chilling right now, letting all this beef stuff and all the controversy blow over before,
What if all three of them just drop on the same day?
who do you think will win?
Well, Drake.
I think Drake will
I'm
sell
not
more.
biased, yeah, obviously, but what would be the better album?
I think Kendrick will have the better album. I think it would be Kendrick, Cole, and then Drake in terms of who had the better album if
But
they all drop on the
sales-wise,
same day.
it'd
But
go
sale wise, it would be
Drake,
Drake,
Kendrick,
and Cole.
Yeah,
Quality wise, I already said it.
yeah.
But yeah, that's my opinion.
I mean, I agree.
It will be interesting if we threw Kanye in the mix.
Leave Kanye needs to, Vultures 2, Jesus
Oh
Christ.
man, Vultures 2 was
Well, he's
a
on
mess.
that nitrous whatever oxide.
Yeah.
His fucking dead sister or whatever is
Well,
feeding him.
The guy who reported the news is kind of like a terrible person, so I don't believe that news.
I mean,
I don't even want to mention his name on my platform, but
I don't know. All that shit aside, the album was
mid, felt unfinished, felt like
I mean, he changed it a bunch of times, so I don't know. I haven't heard the most
it
recent
felt
version.
incohesive, sorry,
Just
and
didn't feel
it just felt like a mess. I didn't feel a sense of direction from it
I think Kanye is.
past his prime, man. I feel like we
I
looking
just don't think he's so,
musically. I feel like we
I just
looking
think
at the
he's just
downfall
like,
of Kanye.
hasn't focused on music in so long that it's just
It's reflecting and showing in the music.
Yeah.
I agree with that. It's sad. He used to make so Such good music, bro.
I mean, you can only do that for so long.
I know,
before you
but
burn out. It can only be great for so long before you just like burn out. Like it's great that it's been lasting this long.
yeah,
If we took
but
away his antics, maybe it would be different. But
maybe
then again, who's Kanye without his antics?
exactly. It's always been part of him, right?
Yeah, like all the controversial shit he does every year is always part of the rollout. And
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, it's just sad to see that he's past his prime musically and he's focused more on saying some dumb shit online.
I don't care about all that. I just want the music.
Honestly, I'm not checking out for it anymore. After Vultures, I'm so disappointed where I'm like, I can live without listening to Kanye. All I can do is just go back to his old stuff. I can do that.
He has mad shit out there, so
We'll be fine. But in terms of new stuff, I don't care.
I don't know. Who else is out that I'm looking forward to?
Nobody really on my end.
My radar.
Like I said, music has been dry for me lately. Chance, I want to see what Chance is cooking up.
I actually want to see because I heard he dropped a song with somebody. I heard it and I was like, it's not bad. It looks like he's trying to do something. But
Yeah.
I hope he comes.
Whatever album he drops next, I'm looking forward to that. I don't know when that's gonna come. I don't know if that's even in the works or anything. I have no idea. But whenever he drops, I'll be there to listen. I hope it's good. He needs a comeback.
So
He needs it.
he does.
And knowing Chance, I feel like he probably took the criticism to heart about his last album, and he's gonna try to outdo himself. And I'm looking forward to
I don't
that.
know who he needs to link up with to do it.
I think he's gonna link up with everybody, bro. I think once he pops out, it's gonna be crazy.
We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, you're right. But thank you guys for listening this week. I think you noticed a difference in quality a little bit,
They'll know.
Shit about shit, alright? Like, we back outside.